reflected you, obvious intentions of what to do. Room 143. A love between us two, personal actions at play on you. Room 143.
That you can't be a gift, you're a fake, try to play the role. Yes, I know. Sometimes I do fall captive to false beliefs. When you take it hold of me, no more. With age as time I get wise, some birds that I can deny. You ain't no closer to winning me over. Your reputation's in line. One trick pony has nothing left to show.
I guess I'm gonna do a different song for you then. It blows up special fuels in the blood that keeps all of us alive. Towards the reaction of the pulse. Get in.
About playing basketball in Dublin with my friends. It's called The Leather Comets. If you didn't see our hands on fire, it doesn't matter. The backboard bears the burn marks and the rim remembers the heat. As for skin, that night we learned to play without it. The front row started the sea rolling, sent the entire auditorium into frenzied name calling. We five, capsized by the sewage of the sea, swam for land as the storm sang with "Go back to Africa." Your voices unrelenting as the waves wide. Against such rising tide, Gary lifeboated inward, "Don't listen." For drowning, I replied, "Gary, this is no thing. For I know no niggas, I know no coons, I know neither monkey, jungle bunny, nor baboon. I have waded deeper waters, Gary. Words leave no wounds." Passed to Colin, the cross faded to me, Hill spun and swung back to OB, who sharp and sure as a stone sheathed sword rocked back without a word. And I remember that leather ball of flame, now localized comet sailing the most fragrant fire trails, trailing its arc towards the hoop. Beneath that leather star, sensed the joining of we stargazers, a twinkling creature of mixed culture and mixed race, palms burnt, united in this stance, this state of things being one, watching the basketball comet commence a crescendo buffering, euphoria just in the wrestling of adolescent release. Our lungs were closed caskets of cries, awaiting the swish sound signal to freedom. A minute later, our hands cooled under a tap. The simple wet bliss was a baptism from fire. The twinkling creature became five boys again. On the water, our fingerprints were growing, interrupted by the oohs, ahs, and laughter of victory. So in the sentiments, the sanctity of this, our game saved. If you didn't see our hands on fire, it doesn't matter. Though the backboard bears the burn marks and the rim remembers the heat. As for skin, that night, we learned to play without it. We did. Thank you. Camberwell is cliche hell. The bars spit out a steady swell of weed smoke, desperate men and willing women, whose red-tipped fingers, the same red you have cried into cold mirrors against loneliness, that darker shade of blush, stroke their bare arms with, yeah, my bed is yours tonight. 2 hours pass before it tries to climb the horizon again. Finds me hunched over my laptop screen, trying to let my fingers know what my heart means by this journey. Mashed up instances where beanbags splash, cyclists crash, and a rapper freestyles the scene. Well, this is how it has always been. Lovers, liars, conjurers, and thieves. All the worlds are breakbeat backed by these, over which the poets sing.
Mother. It's been a while. I have killed. Borto. In the hills. And he laid it down in front of her. She said, son, that was a gazelle, but it's okay. They stamped their feet. They wiggled their hips. They clapped their hands, and the earth shook. They stamped their feet. They wiggled their hips. They clapped their hands. And the earth shook, and the earth shook, and the earth shook, and the earth was shaking just a bit more than it should for two people just singing and dancing, and they looked up as a cloud covered the sun, and running towards them was Borto, running towards them with his eyes like an eagle and his legs like a fish, swishing down the hill towards them with his belly like jelly and his back like a rod. But the boy was not afraid, and with all of the power from his strength and his knowledge, he leapt on the beast. He sliced down its fins, he ripped out its blood, he pulled out its bones, he split that monster from rib to hip. And out from the monster's belly came every beast, bird and butterfly, every man, woman and child, exactly as he had swallowed them, alive and whole. And when the people turned, they saw the man and the woman, and they made chairs for them, and they raised them high, and they stamped their feet, they wiggled their hips, they clapped their hands, they stamped their feet, they wiggled their hips, they clapped their hands, they stamped their feet, they wiggled their hips, they clapped their hands in celebration at life returning to the earth.